Hey guys, this is Killrob speaking, and today we are back in Motorsport Manager. Well, yeah, that was a long time since we last played this game, and it ended the last time in a very non-satisfactory fashion, with bugs. My save game was broke, it was kaput, very kaput indeed, and now, after a long time, I'm starting up the game again, and, well, I'm recording this, what you see here right now, actually a little bit after I've recorded quite a few episodes. As you see from here, this team already exists. But no, we are going to start fresh, of course. Well, it's a time paradox. Oh no. How does this work? Anyway, yes, so we are using one of the new features that is make your own team, and you start all the way at the bottom and you have to work your way up. And there are 3 different starting preferences, which we are going to get into once we get started there. And let's take a quick look at what changes I made to the settings of the game. And that would be, yes, the only difference here is that I choose some reasonable formats for my units, obviously, and set the race difficulty up to normal. Usually it is at -2 as a default. And that is it, so let's get into it. Alright, and here we are, starting out with, this is the correct format, autosaves are on, start tutorials are off, because they completely mess things up. So yes, we continue with this, and now we're going to build our character. There are 2 traits which I'm currently looking at, and that is financial. Like, all payments is 5% cheaper, it's really strong, and X-Engineer, which allows you to design parts faster, which is very powerful too. Hey, Rob Heuschmann, and is born in, I'm an old fuck, 1982. Alright, and from Germany, yes, Germany for extra precision in engineering. No, but I'm actually choosing the financial background, and that will make sense once you see what we choose as a startup company or race team. But this is very inaccurate. I don't have much on top there anymore. So if I'd choose to run a race team, then I probably would go with this one. And problem glasses. No problem glasses. Thank you very much. And no, shaving is for wussies, so yeah, that's not too often, please. And glasses. Yay, glasses that don't look shit. Okay, financial background, really good, yes. And now, new option. That wasn't the case before. We can select to create a new team from scratch. We are racing in the single-seaters, and in the lowest tier. Will our team manage to win the World Motorsport Championship? That is the question we try to answer in this Let's Play, I guess. So, we continue on. Fancy graphics. Fancy graphics. And now we have to design our logos and teams. Let me do that. Rob Racing. Rob Racing sounds pretty cool. Killrob Motors does sound cool too. Alright, I think that fits. Looks very rectangular, yes. There are no round edges whatsoever, because we Germans need to be precise, and you can't make corners as precise as you can make harsh edges. That's why this is the way it goes. Yes, okay, let's continue on. Finish editing your team, yay, we have. And here is the big choice, right? And that is why I chose the financial background. So let's go through these. They have 3 options. Either you start with a pretty good car the first season that has good improvability, or and a very small financial package, not much money, which is what I'm going for. And that is exactly why I chose the financial background, because then the low cash doesn't hurt quite as bad. And the medium option would be increased team marketability, which allows you to get better sponsors and a medium starting package, but a shit car overall. And also for the highest option, a shit car, but a pre-built test track and a very large starting financial package, which is cool. But I think we're going with this one because we want to improve the car rapidly during the season. So let's accept this offer. And here we are. We have Gomez. Let's check him out. Okay, Andre Gomez. Braking shit. Cornering meh. Smoothness very high. Consistency good. And overtaking decent. Adaptability, focus, feedback very high. That's nice. And we have Faith and Anthony, and she has shit braking, or decent braking. Cornering is absolute garbage. Smoothness is awful. Overtaking good. Okay. Just too bad that you will never overtake because you're too fucking slow otherwise. But feedback very low. That's not too good. Yeah, I think Andre Gomez is slightly better. They both suck, but I think he's slightly better. And anyway, they have equal driver status, as you can see there, equal status. He's the more expensive one too, just slightly. Our car is... oh, fuck. Our drivers supposedly aren't too terrible, but yeah. Yeah, we suck bad. We suck real bad. Oh, wow. First race and already rain. Oh, that is cool though. So maybe we get a chance there if I don't mess it up horribly. I might get a chance of a little bit higher finish. Even though top speed is a requirement and we definitely don't have top speed. Let's take a look at our car. Our car is... our car is absolute garbage, like the lowest of the lowest. Okay, good to know. Front wing and rear wing are spec parts, so everyone has the same. That's not something we have to compete for, but as you can see, our bases, car bases, is really nice. That is very high for being in this tier, and that will help us a lot. We need to start out instantly by designing a new part and improving the existing parts. But first, let us take a look through our stuff. Now, these are basically placeholders, it seems. And yeah, we need to replace them. We need to scout a designer first. And from my test runs, I've already gone through these. They don't change with a restart of the game. Oh, no, they do change. Oh, that's interesting. Different ones become available too. Okay. So, let's check them out real quick. He doesn't have any good cards. We would need someone with a great card, and preferably like good and great. Because this is where it really matters for us now, while we don't have the facilities to get higher up. If you... like, every team has access to good cards, up to good cards. And then, if you have a designer that has a great card, after you've built a part that has a good card, you can choose his great card, which unlocks the next slot so that you have 4 slots in general. You won't have any epic cards, and no great cards either, apart from his card. But that allows you to choose 4 cards in total, which is really strong. So that is what I'm going for. And thus I need someone with a great card, hopefully a decent-ish great card, and not too shit in all the other stats. That's a little unfortunate. This guy seems to be the only one that is that has something that is somewhat useful. A performance increase is significant, but it only applies when you're using soft and supers and ultras, so very soft tires. And his stats overall are really good, or well, at least decent, but especially high in the categories where it doesn't matter whatsoever. Well, I think that's the only way to go. So let's approach the designer and negotiate. Wages are fairly important to me. Okay, fairly important seems like lowish important, right? So let's check out maximum. Maximum is there. And then let's go 1, 2, 3. That should be safe. Long contract. Okay. Long contract because we might want to keep him. We might want to keep him around. Because if we go up 1 tier, they don't have spec wings and spec front wings. So then his skills would be a little better even. Alright. This is what we're going to do. And now we need to hire the race mechanics because they suck ass. Alright, after looking around a bit, I think these two are the prime candidates. The concentration guy can do the pit stops. He can be managing the pit crew because concentration and pit stops is what counts for that. And then Samantha is just average, decent. Rachel? Nah, you have no concentration. That would be bad. And Becky yeah, has pretty good concentration actually. But pit stops suck ass. So now she would improve a lot over the time. Nah, we're going with these two. Oh, here's a question. Considering that the race mechanic is tied to one race driver, do they both get the bonus if one of the drivers wins or gets within the target? Or is it just their driver that applies to? That's something I have not checked out yet, but I guess we'll find out. But now for the most important thing, targets for the season. There's not much choice here, because 8th is not really possible. Well, it is possible if you're really good and you really hardcore play it and don't make any mistakes, then I guess it's just barely possible. But we are going for 10th. That means basically Mr. Problem Glasses Hipster Guy is going to be fine as long as we finish the race. Which we should do. Yeah, shouldn't be bad. We only get 14 million up front with this. And that sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. Parts are expensive. And scouting, of course, scouting. Let me just fill the list with interesting drivers. Alright, now we have the massive list of drivers to scout. And yeah, I think that might be appropriate. I mean, then I don't have to manage it all season, which is awesome. Okay, now, we have decided everything we needed here for, well, the pit crew, yes. We are going to auto-manage them, but we wait for the proper race mechanic to appear if we, and assign it to the good one with lots of concentration and stuff, because concentration might be kind of handy when it comes to pit stops. But anyway, so we need to design a new part already. Get right into it, even though we don't have our new chief engineer yet. But first of all, we need to check out what kind of cards we have in each of the 4 categories we can improve in. Because the cards basically determine our strategy for how to improve, which way to go with improving these parts. So let's start out here. And fuck, okay, that's bad. That's good. That's amazing. And that will be helpful towards the end of the season. Okay, so, and this will be amazing towards the end of the season too. So engines, looks like we will have a few problems improving it. But on the other hand, it looks like we will have something nice for the end of the season. Because of these parts. There's a lot of extra top speed in here. Because it works the following way, in case you don't know from the previous season we played, or the, not season, at least the previous Let's Play. It is such that the best part, even if it's illegal, your best part, its performance, will be carried over to the next season. So that means that at the end of the season you want to have one part that is as illegal as it gets, with the maximum amount of performance on it, and then when you get to the next season, that is your base stat for that season, for one of the engines. And then you can just quickly develop another part, which then, with one new average card, and that then takes that base level and gives you the second engine. And yes, you have to develop singular engines here, and singular brakes, or, well, brake sets, I guess. So you can't just develop one thing and then apply it to both drivers, or both cars. That doesn't work that way. So, yes, we have an option here for quite a bit better performance, but it's slightly difficult to reach for the engine. Let's take a look at the gearbox instead. Okay, so far so good. Yes, okay. Ooh, these are good. These are actually good. So let's see. We have this one is really strong. Reliability can always be improved, so that's not really that much of an issue. And then this one is nice too. We have the performance bonus here. Yeah, looking good. So gearbox is something that will be reasonably accessible. Needs to have some improvement. This is to max. This needs to be improved in order to get there. If it's a flat bonus like this, plus 40, that's just straight up 40. You can see it here. The current performance is at 5. Yeah, that's the difference. So with the max, you only get this dark green stuff, which you need to improve. That takes a lot of time to improve. And with the brighter green stuff, that is performance that is instantly available once the part is built. So once we have built one of these parts, you can see here the slots, right? We have put this card into this slot. Once we have built one part like this, then slot number 2 unlocks. If we then build a part with this card or another card here and one of the good cards, then the 3rd slot unlocks. And that is why I want to have him here to give me the great cards, where I then can choose this slot, which then unlocks the 4th, and then we can really hammer it with something amazing towards the end of the season. If we have the money. Alright, so far so good. Gearbox and engine is fine. It's not optimal. It's not amazing, but it's fine. And brakes. Let's go into the 2 risk parts here. Might be good for the end of the season. This one is really good for the end of the season. Okay, let's... Oh, wow. Okay, they are strong. This is really strong. Wow. Yeah, that's great. So we go this route, plus to max. Then plus deceleration, 30, and then this one. That's a lot of performance boost. Okay, brakes are awesome this season. And suspension... oh, fuck. Okay, this is good for end season. Reliability. No! No, shit. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. There's something for the end of the season. But as you can see here, there's a qualifier on there. A qualifier, yes, pun intended. It only applies during the qualifying. And we don't even have a qualifying session in this lower tier. It's just practice and then the race. And the grid is determined by the current driver championship standings in reverse order. So the best one starts from last place. But yeah, as you can see, this is quite terrible. We won't be able to improve the suspension parts much this season at all. Not at all, basically. The only thing... How are we going to improve them? We could try the risky part, but that is risky. I don't know if that is checked once or forever. Like every time you try. That would be bad. I mean, for the end season version, we have at least something. But this looks like we don't want to waste much money on it, improving. Because we already have some that can be improved quite a bit. 29, not bad. And well, that is it. And I think this looks like... well, we need top speed and acceleration for this. But brakes build really fast and are the cheapest. So I think what I'm going to do here is we start designing those and then get into building amazing parts real fast for that, and then continue on with the engine and with the gearbox. Only takes 5.9 days. I hope until then we have our chief engineer. That's actually pretty good. Lots of improvement there. Yeah. Okay. Built this part. Just 500,000. Oh, cheap. So cheap. Oh, accelerate time. Introduction to pit crew. Yeah. Fuck you. Our brakes finish. And there's the contract with our designer. Let's hope he just... No! Renegotiation, you bastard. Come on. You want more monies? Fucking hell. Okay. Yeah, let's go with this. Well, it's still 22 hours, but the contract negotiation will take like a few days. Which means that our designer, our actual good designer, won't be available for building the next part. Doesn't that suck? Oh shit, no! I forgot to improve parts. No! Oh, that's terrible. Hey, we lost a few little improvements here and there. We need to... Okay, well, they can't be improved much. They're absolutely terrible. Our engines are massively sucky. For the first race, we definitely need a bit more reliability here. Some engine reliability, and maybe amp them up to 5 to an astonishing performance of 5. Yeah, that makes sense. And there, our brakes are done. We won't be able to get them up to speed. No, definitely not. Yeah, they are really bad. They are really bad. But this is just a stepping stone, right? We are not going to use them much. And I'm not going to improve them either, because why would I if I instantly build new ones? Let's do that. This is just a stepping stone. It doesn't matter if our good guy isn't there yet. Kind of matters for these. But let's go with this and this. And that will unlock the 3rd slot already. But this one will definitely be the better choice. Another 600,000. Very expensive for a part you're never going to use. Oh, an interview. Okay, interviews. We remember those were quite weird the last time around. I think they have improved them quite a bit. But let's have a look. So, are you expecting to pick up many points at all this season? I think I'm going with B. The medium answer. Because this one would kind of insult our chairman. And that's probably not good. But yeah, we can do pretty well. Yay! That was a good choice for driver morale. And who's my favorite driver? Well, I have to be politically... Oh, that is so mean. Frankly, they both suck. That's pretty good. Okay, now, I'm lucky to have such amazing drivers. And yes, we are expected to finish 10th, that's last, in the team's championship. Is that accurate? Well, no it isn't, but only because I kind of know how this plays out, to some degree at least. So 9th is realistic, I would say. But, so, how do we best flesh that out? Because we'll do better! And then you come 9th, it's like, yeah, that's not really what I call better, but sure, technically you're right. I think the B answer is reasonable as well. Prediction seems fair, but I'm hoping that we are going to surprise you. So, let's go with this one. That's neutral. Yes, was a very neutral answer. Your financial skills aren't in doubt. Yeah, you better not try. Yes. Yeah, I think the B answer is pretty good here too. Don't insult them back. That doesn't really help, I guess. I understand their concerns, but I have enough faith in my abilities. Managing finances is a big part of motorsport. Yep. Oh, yes. Kurt, our hipster chairman, is really happy about that answer. Okay, there we go. No, they also want to renegotiate. What the fuck is going on? Come on. What do you want? You want higher pay as well? They are relatively happy with this offer. Then why don't you accept, you bitch? Yes, okay, finally. Someone accepted. Trevor, you're my hero. Staff, yes, let's go there and sign your deal. Where is it? We replace you with Dustin, I guess? Agreed, blah, blah, blah. Sign! And Dustin, go away. Cheap bastard. Continue to finances. Financial background with payment discount. That's good. Oh, finally. Okay. He accepted our offer. Staff, let's sign him. Where do I do that? Here. Sign. Yes. Replace. Continuing to finances and confirm. 15k. We saved 15k on this deal. Theo Fraser. There we have our fancy cards. Well, at least he adds this performance card, the good card, plus 20 to max. So we can use that as well, because this has no caveat on it, no on soft or supers and stuff. For the sucky parts, where we can't really improve, this would be a way to at least improve somewhat. And there, our brake design is finished. So now finally we can design another part with a decent a decent designer on it. Oh look, we increased! Yay! We are no longer absolute shit. We are better than Predator Racing. Oh, that's amazing. So I think what we need to do here now is to choose another part. Maybe an engine, because our engines suck so bad. Let's reduce the red zone. That's kinda handy. Not really, but I mean, this engine will be a lot better than what we have currently. So build the part, super expensive, but that's how it is. There's no way to further improve this for the race, but we can try to. 2 hours before the race, our engines will be finished. Yeah, that sounds about right. They will be so good. They have a performance level of 5. And there we go. Contract. What? Contract? Offer accepted. Woo, that was right on time, girl. Whew. Okay, let's sign her, because then we can take her to the race. Otherwise, that would have been rather embarrassing. With Gelke Zibreri. And sign. Gelke, you are out. But also, we should not forget about the sponsors. Let's slap them on while they are still having this offer. This is really bad. Just 100k upfront payment and second or above, that's not something we're ever going to achieve. Do we even want to sign that? It's so bad. I think not. Oh, how long? 4 races. What is this lot? 8 races and only 500k. That's also absolute garbage. And this one is... Wow! Okay. Peach Plum! Yay! They're probably from Cromwell, New Zealand. So accept the offer. That's really good. 350k per race. That's awesome. And I guess if it's only 2 races, or only 4 races in duration, you take the 100k and deal with it. Yeah. If no one else wants to sign with us. Upfront payment for 8 races. Oh, that hurts so bad. But at least it's 500,000, so let's accept the offer. We need the money. Oh, there's another sponsor coming. Oh, that was last second. What? Oh, that's actually decent. 14th or above. Yeah, that could become true sometimes. We accept that offer. Okay, and now we're moving into the race. So 30 laps, and tire wear very high, fuel burn low, heavy rain, race rainy. So that looks to me like we are going to try to get intermediates working. And now, fit the parts. Well, there's not much to do here. We don't have good parts yet. And this one will have to work for us. But not today, because it has shitty reliability. And what I focused on, as you see here, is getting the engine up. Because this track is very heavy on the engine. So having an 80% reliability there is... it means that you can race it normally, basically. I am a little worried about the gearboxes, though. So here we are, improving the brake. The other stuff was done. And that's all we really can do right now. I probably want to split it something like this. Because the reliability, without the reliability, it's useless, this part. So why would we even want to do that without it? And, oh wow. That makes a big difference. She is really good at performance stuff. Or is he just... No, okay. He's just shit. She's not good. She's not even decent. He's just so bad. And I need to know when the next race is. So 28 days after this race, this stuff needs to be done. Not 100% done. Yeah, that fits nicely. So it will be done about in half the time. Because we only need to get them to 70 to be useful. Maybe 75-ish. And then we can work from there. Well, season preparations do take a long time, as you see, but it will be totally worth it, setting you up for the coming races. And as the episode has been going on for quite a while already, I think it is appropriate to end it right here, and then in the next episode have the full race action going on, our first race, and then an awesome season to follow. Well, that is what our marketing department said. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.